Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So this video, when I say it's long overdue, it's long overdue. However, let's just get into it because I'm a babbler. So if I don't keep focus, I'll go off tangent and talk about something else. So this video is about this fat book right here. So this book, it says Isham. They actually changed their name to healthcare professional sterile processing, something of that sort. I'll drop it down there somewhere for the specifics of that. But this book is called Central Service Technician Manual. It has 28 chapters. So I'm going to do a study guide series, and my study guide series is going to be interesting. First is first, you have to read the book. This book, I call it, it's a little, I don't know if I can use the word fat, but it's a little fat book. This book, a lot of pages, and especially if you're new to this, when you read it for the first time, everything will seem a little bit confusing to you. So I'm gonna break down in my study guide series for the CRCST. That's what the exam is called, CRCST, Certified Registered Central Service Technician. So it's Certified Registered Central Service Technician. That's what the exam is called. This exam is a 3-hour exam. I'm not sure if anything has been updated. Didn't do any research on it. I need to renew my certification for my birthday is in September. So I'm actually doing my continuing education credits at the moment. So I'm more so focused on getting that done. Each year you have to renew your certification with 12 continuing education credits. But I'm super excited to get into this series, this study guide series for the CRCST. So that's what my title is in my profession. The department is called Sterile Processing Department, but when you're certified, it's called CRCST. So this is the book, guys. This is the book. There's another certifying board, I forgot the name, but I'm certified with Isham. And again, they changed their name this year. So my first study tip to you is you have to read the book. It might be boring, it might be daunting, but that's the first step I have for you in this series is read the book. The book is very wordy. There's a lot of language that you might not understand, as I said before, if you're new to this field, but you definitely just have to read it. You have to read it. So I'm gonna jump in and just read something from chapter 1. Is basically going over the profession. You know, it says the International Association of Healthcare Central Service Material Management. That's the meaning of Isham. But again, they changed their name. So that's like, you know, they're just basically giving you the rundown of the company. Oh, sorry, that's actually the preface or preface. The introduction, so the first chapter is about the introduction to sterile processing, like the workflow. They call it the one-way flow. Soiled area, clean processing area, and sterile storage area, like how stuff comes from the operating room and how it works its way throughout the department to go back to the operating room. And that's very, very, very important. You cannot mix soiled items or dirty items with clean or sterile items. That's just cross-contamination. And there's a lot of terminology that goes on in this book. I studied. One of the tips that I'm going to give along the way on how I studied for my exam, whatever chapter that I feel like I'm having difficulty understanding, I move on. We can come back to it. You don't have to be dead set on studying in a way where it's by chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3. And also for the organization study guide, it shows you the breakdown of the exam. In my next video, I'm going to talk about that, where what parts or what chapters carry the most weight. And that's my secret. Whichever chapter carries the most weight, that's where I started from, because that chapter specifically, or those chapters specifically, they have more questions and their questions carry more weight for the exam. As stated in my previous video, the exam is a 3-hour exam. I finished in 1 hour and 25 minutes. And as you guys heard, I felt like I failed because I'm like, that was too quick. Like, oh my God, I didn't pass. That's what I thought, because I consume this book like food, guys. I consume this book like food. When I tell you this is a new career field for me at the time, and I was super excited about getting into it, getting into a workforce where I can make better money. It's not minimum wage. Where I started from, it was a minimum wage in New York State. No longer live in New York State. Ohio is very different, but yeah, every state has different monetary guidelines or pay grade, I must say. But I consumed this book. I was working in the Bronx at the time. I lived in Mount Vernon, and I had to take the train and the bus to go to work. And what I did, I brought this book with me, or I brought something that in my series, you're gonna see I use Quizlet to study. I photocopied 500 pages by accident. I won't say where because I don't want to get anyone in trouble. Anyways, they're not even there. So the hospital that I was interning at, I photocopied 500 pages. I thought it was 50 I put in. It printed the whole thing. And guess what? Someone saw me, one of the supervisors saw me doing it, and I said, I meant to do 50. And they said to me, it's okay, I'll get you more paper. God is good, cause I consume when I say I consume the contents of this book and Quizlet, I always had a little something on me to study here and there, even if it was just a little 5-minute run over, even if it was even going over the same questions over and over again and knowing the answers, because it was like imprinted in my head, even though I didn't spend hours on top of hours studying daily. Because again, I'm a mom of 3, and at the time all my kids are still small. They're 8, 6, and 4. So they were way 3 years smaller, 3 to 4 years smaller than what they are now. So I had young kids. So when I get home, I didn't have the focus or time to really study unless it was nighttime. And if anyone knows me, I love to sleep. I want to go to my bed. Nighttime study is not for me. I don't have a problem with getting up early and get going. But whatever opportunity I had outside of the house, even at work on my lunch break, me and this little book, she was my friend. She was my friend, like my best friend, because this was the little friend that I had to make a financial change in my life that I so desperately needed at the time. And I'm glad I did it. So as I previously stated in my other videos, you have to do 400 hours worth of internship to be fully certified. If you didn't complete the 400 hours of internship, you can still go ahead and take the exam. They give you a grace period of 6 months to complete the other parts of being fully certified, which is the 400 hours. And when you do your exam without the 400 hours, you're given a provisional certificate. And I would advise people, I know a lot of people in the comment section saying they're having difficulty finding places to do their internship or externship, whatever you might call it. But I feel like deep down, if you're certified already, there's maybe a higher possibility that someone will take the chance on you for you to come in their department and do those hours, whether it's voluntarily or giving you like a stipend or something. But start from here. If you can get this done. So yes, guys, as I was saying, I consumed this book. Someone call me. Next time I'm gonna put my phone on airplane mode because it really messes with my train of thought. And then mom brain kicks in and I'm just like, what was I saying? Because I don't have any props or anything. I'm just talking like from my head. So yeah, I consumed this book and I bring information of studying. There was a little app that I had also that I used to study, but everywhere I went, I had some type of study material on me. Consume it. Like consume it. I remember what I was saying now. I was saying that you don't need to necessarily do the 400 hours of internship first. You could go ahead, study the book. You can order the book from Ishim right here. I'm going to put it in the description link so you could guys could just click on there and go on the website. You can order the book from them. It's $125. It does come with a study manual, but me being the kind human being that I am, I gave away my manual to someone that's actually studying for the exam right now. So yeah, you can go ahead, buy the book and do self-study and take the exam, and you'll be given a 6 months provisional certification. Within that 6 months, hopefully, pray and hope, you could get in contact with someone at a hospital and ask them if you're able to come there to do your hours once you pass your exam. I feel that will definitely give you a leg up than not being certified at all. Reason being, you're gonna have background knowledge of infection control, which is the most important thing. You already have knowledge of the basic terminology, how the department goes, the one-way flow, soiled area, clean area, and storage area. You know, all of these things come into play. So it's not like you're someone that has no knowledge, no background. Some states do allow that. Ohio does allow that. I wish I was living here. I wouldn't have to spend so much money on the class, but I'm grateful anyhow. But in some states, you don't have to be certified to start. However, the fact that you're not certified, sometimes you might start at a lower pay grade, but at least you're learning, getting those hours in. You don't have to get a provisional certification because you'll get sign off from manager and all of that stuff. So in this study series, I'm excited to do it and go over some of the chapters with you guys. I'll try to not make my videos lengthy or too long, but study guides, or if I'm reading through the books or going over some stuff in the chapters, it might take some time. It might not be 10 minutes. It might be a little 30-minute vlog recording. But I'm super excited to start this study guide series. And again, my tip number one, gotta read the book. Gotta read the book. That's where it starts from. You can't neglect reading the book, because if you neglect reading the book, I don't know, what exam are you going to take if you don't read the book? This is where the information is at. So I'm super excited once again to start this sterile processing study guide series. So guys, please do go ahead, like, subscribe, and share. I'm really trying to be more consistent with content. I have tons of content idea, but it's just sitting down and actually doing it. And I have some time in my schedule where I could do so, because the job I work at now, it's more flexible when it comes to timing. I only work 4 days per week, 10-hour shifts, and I'm off for 3 days, which I am super excited about, being off for 3 days. Tree was just about to come out just now, because you guys know I'm Jamaican. So I have to catch myself and say 3, not tree. But yes, so thank you for watching. Please look out for my next video, part 2 to this series. But step number 1, I can't say this enough. You have to read the book. Have to read the book. So see you guys in the next video. Have a fantastic day. And like, comment, and subscribe. Like, fumbling over my words here. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to this channel, and follow along for the study guide videos. See you guys in the next video. Bye.